We're going live tonight, bro.
What up, what up, what up? Not Moo Podcast. What's going on, y'all? It's wildcard weekend. We got the playoffs, college football playoffs, and a little bit of touch and dash of UFC. What's going on, fellas?
What's
Yeah,
good?
that's good. That's good.
Yo, what's going on? How's everybody doing this evening?
Good.
Here we back with your favorite podcast. How's everybody doing?
We up, we up, we up.
Yes, sir.
Robert half asleep, but let's go.
Let's do it.
What's up,
Yo,
Blessed
Southgate,
LP?
Southgate there.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
hey, man, it's been a while since the gang been all together, man. How everybody doing?
Yeah. We doing? We, you know, it's the end of the season, man. It's playoff football, man. We just wanted to, get into it, discuss the new year, talk about, what's going on with, respective teams that are still in it, the ones that are in the hunt, or not in the hunt, but, they ain't been there so much. And, we got the college football playoffs too, though. We got what, Jimmy, 4 teams left over there.
4 teams left, 3 games left, one winner.
That's right. So what you got on the college level for us, Jimmy?
College level, we had a huge upset. Ole Miss beat Georgia. Crazy. No one saw that coming. A bigger upset was Miami beating Ohio State. That was nuts. I don't think anyone had that unless you're from Miami or you're freaking Michael Irvin or Ray Lewis. One of them two.
I had it.
I
Well, you
had
had
Ole Miss winning.
you had them plus the number. You didn't have them straight up, Southgate.
No, I had a money line.
Oh, here we go.
I had Ole Miss winning, but I was mainly because I didn't think Georgia would go all the way.
Everyone has them now. Once it's gone, man, it's crazy.
Hey, hot take. Ole Miss goes all the way.
You know what's crazy? If Ole Miss goes all the way, Lane Kiffin collects $1 million just standing on the sideline.
He's not on
That's
the
so
sideline.
crazy.
Boy, yeah, he's on the sideline of LSU.
He's about to watch everything he build
We're winning
win.
Why
championships.
is that, Jimmy? Explain that to me.
Well, it's because he was in a contract in his contract for Ole Miss. He has incentive based pay based on the amount of playoff games he won. So that first playoff game Ole Miss won, he won a quarter mil. The next playoff game
Yeah.
he won a quarter mil. It's gonna keep going.
Wait, but his
And
contract has been terminated, so I don't think
yeah,
that's still a thing.
LSU matched it.
Mm,
So
Mm.
Lane Kiffin's making the most out of Ole Miss's success. So everyone can be like, "Oh, well, you can rub it in Lane's face that they won without him," but he still is making $1 million regardless. So I don't think he cares.
right,
And
right.
you don't really know till the season's over how many of those players transfer from Ole Miss to
Well, we
LSU to
know
begin with.
we know the quarterback that Simmons is transferring. I thought he would go to LSU to follow Lane, but he's going to Missouri.
Yeah, they need somebody.
Yeah.
Uh, the whole college football landscape is up in turmoil right now. Like coaches getting fired left and right, a bunch of new coaching positions getting solved. The coaching carousel kind of already happened. Uh, there's a lot of quarterbacks moving around. It's kind of like the NBA free agency where everyone's just
Hmm.
moving.
Yeah, it's just
So
chaos.
Yeah, it's complete chaos. Sorsby, crazy good quarterback from Cincinnati, went to
Better,
Texas Tech.
better.
I think
And
that'll watch out for them next year.
there's a quarterback. I can't remember the school, but there's a quarterback. The team is actively suing him because he entered transfer portal and it's a breach of contract.
Damon Williams probably is
Yeah,
the one you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
he breached your contract.
because he was supposed to sign to Washington, but then he entered the transfer portal on a do not contact list. And the whole college football thing is basically tampering anyway, because you're not supposed to talk to a player before they enter the transfer portal, but everyone's doing it anyway. So the fact that you can enter the transfer portal with a do not contact tag means that you were getting talked to outside already. So it's just a bunch of up in the air stuff, man. But it's crazy. It's wild. The Indiana story is crazy. The most losing school in FBS or one of in Power Five is competing for a national championship. Crazy. Miami, who everyone didn't think deserved to be in, was a conversation from the stump. Should Miami get in? Should Notre Dame get in? This, that, and the third. They proved that they got their spot right. So, and then Ole Miss, the Lane Kiffin, see you bye. We're gonna win without you. Like it's all storylines here. And then the Oregon, can Dan Lanning get it done? He's been doing it for 4 years. Hasn't he's won a couple big games, never really got too far, but it could be his year. So I'm leaning. My pick for the championship is Oregon, Miami, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Mendoza Madness takes over and Indiana beats Oregon. But I do see Miami beating Ole Miss. It's because that defense is insane. But the only team that can beat Miami is Miami. Carson Beck can go out there and throw 400 interceptions like he did against Louisville. It's wraps. But I don't know. That's just my take. Y'all watch college ball. Y'all got a take?
Yeah, I like um Oregon's defense looked really good the first game. Man, who's playing each other next round?
It's Oregon, Indiana, and Ole Miss. Ole Miss, Miami.
I think it's gonna be Oregon, Miami.
That's what I said. That's why I agree with you. We're in lock and key, okay? We're in lock and key.
Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be.
I think it's
No,
Ole Miss, Indiana.
Ole Miss, Indiana. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I
not.
don't see because of what they did the way they beat Old State and how consistent they just beat Bama. I don't see Oregon beating them, honestly. I think personally, Oregon has the team to do it, but out of all these teams, I think Oregon is the one team that's going to fall out short. I can see every other team winning the Natty or getting into the Natty. I don't see Oregon do it.
Yeah,
Oregon has been falling short for so many years. I think they just do.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's the point. I mean, they're falling short so many years, but at the same time, it's little mistakes that they make constantly, whether it's coaching or player errors, that constantly keeps them out of it.
Why I lean Oregon in this game is because Indiana and Oregon played them already early this season. Indiana won already, but it was semi close. It was closer on the scoreboard than it was actually, but Oregon had a lot of guys hurt. They're more healthy now, and it's hard to be the same team twice. So that's why I'm kind of leaning Oregon, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mendoza finds a way, man.
It's not. I mean, that defense is real. I think Indiana's defense is legit, and the skill players around Mendoza is legit.
No, that's true. That Omar guy is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That receiver, he's nuts.
Hey,
But
respectfully,
for
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, man. I think Oregon, this is Oregon's year. I think this year Oregon wins it all.
Interesting. I
but
hear
for
a
the
lot of Oregon. I mean,
But for that Miami Ole Miss game, bro, that Miami defense rather, is insanity. Ruben Bain is a monster, absolute psychopath.
yeah, easily. If he comes out
He's
this
a
year, he's easily a top 10 pick.
he's a top five pick. He is coming out this year. He's going to be in Nashville, hopefully. Beside me.
Do you think he's better than Avril Reese on Old State?
Uh, 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 Reese is a linebacker. They play two different
I
positions.
mean, but Reese plays linebacker and he also rushes the passer.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
does
Well,
both.
the outside. Yeah, I guess the
Yeah.
outside backer is kind of like, I don't know. I would rather have Bane just because he's more of a he's a bigger body and he gets after them fast. I
Mhm.
honestly I like the other guy on the other side of the line from Ohio State more, Sonny Styles. I like him,
Yeah.
but I like him more than Reed Arvell Reese.
Arvel's still a top 10 pick though.
No, yeah, he's top five right now in the mock draft. It says the Giants are getting him. I was like, oh,
Yeah, but I
pretty good
think
pickup.
Getting
Caleb
who?
Downs is the best.
Getting
I
who?
think Caleb Downs is the best defensive player in college.
No, that's a fact. What you say?
Well,
Vander's
I'm
like,
rooting
no,
for.
he gets in my team.
I'm actually rooting for Miami for Common. I know Common. You got a couple boys on Miami, right?
Coach,
Yeah, I couldn't get to my mic. Yeah, yeah, my boy, guy, one of the kids I trained since he was six or so. He did his whole career in my youth program, and then I worked with him in the academy and 7-on-7. Muhammad Toure, number one on defense on Miami.
Hey,
He's
he
one
part of that
of
nasty defense, man.
yeah, he's been playing. He was projected to go in the second round last year, but due to injury, he had to sit out for the whole season. So he used his last year of eligibility, transferred to Miami. Hopefully, with the season he's having this year, he'll move up and possibly go in the first round because he's definitely having a very good season.
Man, what if he
He,
went to the Steelers, bro?
and even hey y'all, listen.
Hey yo.
Well, if he went to the Steelers, then Common has real access to Mike Tomlin. You better watch out.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, coach, you can't be costing me my job,
Absolutely.
coach.
Dude, that'd be so sick. Hey, that'd be so badass to know that
Yeah,
one
that
of the
would
guys
be
that you
sick.
coach right there going to the Steelers, bro. I mean, who knows? You might be up there one time, asking Tomlin a question like, yo, when you gonna leave?
Yeah, hey, yo, but it's crazy, right? Because I'm just proud of him, man, because it's him. Like I said, it's him and his two little brothers right now, and his youngest brother is a beast in high school. He was a freshman this year, but it's two more of them. There's Fama Toure that's in Rutgers and Vabu Toure that's at Penn State. So I'm just proud of them. And they just keep working harder, keep developing, keep getting better. So not
Right,
to
You know,
mention,
speak
not to mention they getting free education. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
That's a
shout
speaking
out to
of
them. I hope. Shout out to them. I hope they get to the NFL and they are successful and future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
speaking of
absolutely.
that, Jimmy,
Yo.
Yo. Oh, Jimmy.
not just real quick, not to get off subject, but will Rutgers ever have a good program?
Bro. Do they have a billionaire that can back them? Because that's what all these other BYU got the crumble cookie guy to back them. All the SEC schools got oil money. Each Texas school has oil money. LSU has Raising Cane's. Like if you look at all these schools, they're tied to a company. So if Rutgers got a guy
Hello?
that is
So
rich,
who? Wait, I'm sorry. Who's Indiana connected to?
Even
uh,
ECU got crumble cookie.
I don't even know. I don't know who Indiana's connected to. They just made the right hires, to be honest. And like you got to remember, like much of that Indiana team, which is crazy that people forget about, is James Madison, bro. They're still
Yeah,
pulling
it is
squads from James.
Jalen.
Like most of them came with him from James. I don't know how many are still left over from last year, but I think he's still got a couple guys, dogs from that team. And then because like Indiana really, they were good last year. It's just the quarter. Like Curtis Rourke wasn't really a next level games. Like he didn't really change. Like couldn't change the game for him. Mendoza, he might not be the most athletic guy, but he's insanely smart with the ball. So I think Mendoza can get him over the hump, but that Oregon team is going to be a tough out. Can't lie.
Yeah, yeah, man. Oregon, I think they just got what it takes, man, this year.
Well, they
They
got the most overpowered. That West Coast offense there. It doesn't take a. I don't know. They got talent everywhere, all over the place. But I mean, Indiana does too. And but the thing with Oregon, this is the biggest team they've ever had. Normally they're like small and fast, but now they got. If you look at their line is significantly on both sides of the ball bigger.
We have breaking news. The Chiefs just released their wide receiver coach, Connor Embray. Thank God.
Uh,
Thank God.
Oh, I didn't know y'all had people that y'all need to still fire. That's interesting.
No, yeah, we do. Oh, yeah, we do. We do. We do.
I thought it didn't matter after Matt Nagy was going. To be honest,
No,
Don't bring his name up.
We'll get there. There's some moving in the quarterback or wide receiver room and
I
running
mean,
back
I'll
room.
take Matt Nagy over Kevin Petrulio, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
You want to
Hey,
move it to the
yeah,
NFL,
JB.
brother?
JB, y'all need an offensive coordinator?
No, no. Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff
We're
Kingsbury.
yep.
Let's get
If not
Dayball
him,
up there.
if not him. Oh no, no,
You don't like
no,
Hey,
Dayball? That's crazy.
but JB, we'll send you
no.
KP.
I appreciate the thoughtfulness, but I'm just
And we'll, we'll we'll
good. I'm
send we'll
good.
send him for a seventh round pick, though.
Nah.
So since we on the topic, you want to run over the NFL playoffs since we here? Might as well.
Um. Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
could,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
recap the
You guys.
coaching firings first. We
Oh,
didn't.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
Kick that
right.
off. Kick that off. Give me a second. Kick that off. Go ahead.
Raheem Morris fired. John Harbaugh fired.
Perfect, perfect.
I mean,
what's
was
the
it? I
dude from the
mean,
Cardinals name? Jonathan Gannon fired.
Jonathan Gannon, Stefanski.
Stefanski, which is crazy.
The Brown. What's the Browns head
The
coach?
Browns are always that's Stefanski. The Browns are always brown. It's crazy. Stefanski, John Harbaugh,
I'm glad
Gannon. Oh,
Stefanski's
but
going.
Pete Carroll, one and done,
Yeah,
gone.
Pete. I think that was the most surprising one out of every name we said.
really?
I didn't expect them to
He
give him
he
1 year.
he ran it was the geriatric Seahawks.
Yeah, but I didn't expect 1 year. Now, with him being fired in 1 year, I'm wondering if the guy that they wanted initially they couldn't get.
Yeah. No. It's absolutely. I think that's. I don't know if that's absolutely it. Okay, but I will definitely say that that might be part of it. Um. Because, dude, I've heard both sides, and I honestly Google's free, and I should probably just look it up, but I swore that Brady had no decision in who was hired. Like this last one, I thought that Brady came onto the team after
to
Pete Carroll
yeah
was brought on.
He came on and Pete Carroll was hired like 2 to 3 days later.
yeah I don't know now.
He
See,
came
okay,
Am
first.
so
I
He came
happy
the
or
first.
no?
He came
the
first.
What you say,
the
Sergey?
Pete came first.
No,
Can you guys
Tom
hear
came
me?
first.
Yeah,
Tom
yeah,
came
we
first.
Yeah,
Yes,
we can
sir.
hear you. Sounds good.
Yeah, we gave you Southgate. But yeah,
Okay,
Tom
so
Brady came first, and then a few days later, Pete Carroll signed.
or I
But
feel
they
I
were
like
gotta be
already.
honest with you. I think Pete Carroll went there and promised them the world and just couldn't deliver.
I mean, but
what
like we knew he couldn't deliver because he can't adapt to nowadays. Not
he
only
did.
that, look at the guys he brung.
I
Chip
mean,
Yeah,
Kelly
Chip Kelly is crazy in
I
2025. What are we
I
doing? 2026? What are we doing?
in an
I think this
NFL
was
system. Chip Kelly is crazy.
I don't think it was necessarily. I don't think it was that. Like, I think that this was Davis's last hire on Davis, right? And I think that now they got Brady. They kind of seen. I think they just didn't. I think Brady really didn't want Pete, and I think they got an eye. They want to go younger. And I think with it just opens up the door for them to get rid of him and let Brady and the new
Yeah,
GM do their thing, because that's what they said is now it's going to be up to them too. So
I
I don't
think
know, that's
Let
my
me
that's
ask
my
you. Actually, let me ask everybody a question. Would anyone take Pete Carroll on their team just as a defensive coordinator?
No,
nah, I like Denard Wilson, but
no.
okay. But bro, I feel like regardless of
No, I got Vic Fangio.
what team you're on, uh, I feel like it don't matter what team you support. The two highest coaching options right now is Stefanski and Harbaugh, 1 and 2. Probably either way you want to slice it, 1A, 1B, probably.
Horrible to the Giants.
Harbaugh is Bando wants Harbaugh.
Horrible to the
Um,
Giants.
Brian, although Flores, Flores is definitely.
Flores is
Brian
definitely up there
Flores
too.
is
Yeah, that
definitely.
it was
I think
interviewed.
Flores. I think Flores will fit perfectly in Baltimore. They need that. They need a coach that brings back that aggressive Baltimore.
Yeah,
Where
that's true.
Baltimore, they need somebody to bring that back, and Brian Flores can be the guy.
That would be a good hire for now. I'm not gonna lie to you. You think Salah leaves the 49ers to get a job? Or you think he stays down there for another year?
He'll probably stay down there for another year.
If he's smart, he's staying.
Yeah.
Solo? Yeah, I think Solo's staying.
If he's smart, if I'm him, I'm staying because next year, them jobs may be better than the jobs this year.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You got that playoff bracket pulled up, JB? I know a couple more names that was pulled up was oh, he got it. Never mind. Oh no, he don't got it. Jesse Minner, the Chargers DC, was brought up for a lot of conversations. Joe Brady was also brought up, the Bills OC, but I don't know if he can test the Bills OC
Well,
because
didn't
he's
the
been playing with
Cowboys?
Josh Allen's, bro.
Didn't the Cowgirls also fire their defensive coordinator?
Uh, I'm not
Uh,
too
You
sure.
got
Did they?
yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Matt, whatever the fuck
Oh,
he.
yeah, Matt
Eberflus.
Yeah,
Eberflus got
bro.
fired,
Yeah.
and then the next day the
Yes.
Giants were reportedly looking at him.
Oh,
Yes.
not
Who is?
Bando.
Who's looking at him? The Giants?
Giants were reportedly looking at Matt Eberflus.
No,
Oh
That's
my
not.
god.
That's not what you
no,
want. That's not what you want to hear, Bando.
no. I don't want a cowgirl. I don't want a Shane Bowen 2.0.
I think
Yeah.
I think you might. So all right. So we kind of, we like, where do you guys see these guys going? I mean, were you guys really shocked at some of these firings? I mean, like, as far as like the Harbaugh, I mean, were you realistically shocked of Harbaugh getting fired?
No,
No.
No,
no. It's gonna
it's
happen.
about time.
It's gonna happen.
Well,
So
they were in the same position a while, but like it was like the Titans back in the day when we had Vince Young. Jeff Fisher brought up the ultimatum to the owner: it's either me or the quarterback. The Titans chose the coach. This it was the same thing here. It's just the Ravens chose the quarterback, but the Ravens were also a much more winning franchise than what we were. So
this season, the team was too dysfunctional for you to keep him.
yeah, I don't know.
It-
I mean, it was right there though. Like if
yeah, but when
Buffalo would have
shit hit
made
the
the
fan,
field goal,
when shit hit the fan, you seen the emotions of every last player on that team.
yeah.
Once that emotion starts coming out, you see Lamar spazzing every other game because things ain't going right. You see defensive players all disgruntled. When you see things like that, there's going to be a coaching change.
They just need to figure out how to run Henry properly, bro. Like get him in the like if they figured out how to do that, they'd be in stop. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's the mystery behind me and why they don't use them correctly. I don't get it.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, he had a couple of fumbles in this." Like, if
Hey,
you look
I
at,
just
he
want to
has a
say,
couple fumbles every year. It doesn't matter.
trust, believe though, we're going to get another coaching fired before the year is over. I look at
Probably.
McDermott. McDermott, if McDermott doesn't make it
Mhm.
to at least the AFC Championship game, I'll see him getting fired, and I can see Tomlin getting fired if they don't win it. If they do not win the wild card round, I can see Tomlin getting fired.
The
That's
Falcons didn't
true.
even wait till Monday, bro. Arthur Blank hugged him on the field Sunday after the game and then fired him later
I'm
that
gonna be
night. That
honest.
was
I'm gonna be
diabolical.
He
honest
fired
though.
him right then and there.
I'm gonna be honest though. The Falcons did not have that bad of a season. They only went eight. They went 8-9, bro.
Yeah, they did. And
They went
bro,
eight and nine.
but for all the weapons they
So
have on that team, it's ridiculous that
you
they
have
don't
too
win
much
more
talent
games.
on said team to go 8-9.
Like Drake London, crazy. Bijan, crazy. Both of those are
I mean, the only problem is quarterback play. That's
And
it.
no, if you're a
yeah.
GM, if you are a GM or a coach, that is a spot you want to avoid
Because
because you're stuck.
they
You're
finally
stuck.
got their defense right.
Where in Atlanta?
Their defense is
Yes,
playing
you're
good.
stuck. If you go to Atlanta,
Yeah,
you're stuck
Why?
all they
Why?
need is a quarterback.
because you're in a
What do you?
situation where. Listen, I don't know if you ever heard the saying, but the saying goes: if you have two quarterbacks, you have none.
Oh yeah, for
You're
sure.
stuck with quarterback wise. You're stuck with either Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix
Well, I
for at least another year or
Kirk's
two.
I
You're
think Kirk's
stuck.
contract's ain't it? Is Kirk
It's
contract
up.
not up
No,
this
no,
year?
they could terminate it after next season. They could terminate it and void it of it, the rest of them losing money. But it's just that simple. You're stuck with no one's going to trade for Kirk Cousins. No
Nah,
one's going to do
Nobody's
not
gonna
for that.
do that. He's old.
it. So now
I
you
w-
have Penix, who you got to start because he's younger, and you have Kirk Cousins.
I
Penix
went
has an
to
injury problem history. Not only that, you've seen it's difficult for him. He's so far not adjusting correct. He's not adjusting well.
yeah, when you're hurt, it's hard to adjust, man. The NFL is so much faster.
Yeah.
Malik
and
Willis
Kirk
might.
Cousins is
Malik Willis could win that job, Loki.
and Kirk Cousins is a shell of his former self. So now, when you're going in there as a coach and a GM, you have to have a plan in your mind that I got to get a new quarterback, which is hard to do because you got two there that you can't get rid of.
Yeah, because normally what a team wants to do when they fully reset is they get a new coach, a new GM, and a new quarterback all in the same swoop. They did not do that. Who
Yeah, you're
else
in a
did they not do?
situation where you can't get it. You don't have a. That's why I would have kept Raheem Morris and the GM at least for another year, so that way, year four, I could just get rid of Penix, get rid
Yeah,
of Kirk
because
Cousins, and start fresh.
next year's quarterback class is actually insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sam Levitt, Sorsby, Manning. There's some names, bro.
I
You
mean,
gotta
they say
watch.
Arch Manning will go number one in this year's draft, so who knows?
No, Arch ain't coming out.
That's what Dan Orlovsky just said that had he come out, he's going number one, which is insane.
He gets paid for engagement.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, bro.
Arch
Ain't no
Arch
one gotta
Manning
say nothing.
Arch Manning's gonna be a bust, bro.
You think so?
He's gonna be a bust.
He has
Arch
something
Manning will not
Manning
be a
don't.
bust. That's a wild take.
He
Hey,
has
don't let
something.
A Train hear you say that, Bando.
I think the quarterback Notre Dame has is nasty. CJ Carr, but he's only I think he's a sophomore. He might come out next year. Let me look at his age.
So,
Yo, Trinidad is going to be a top five pick next year if the NCAA lets him play because there's an issue
Oh,
about his redshirt
no,
season.
he
so
got it. He
let's
got it.
let's
Oh,
let's
word,
go
he
into
got
these
it.
games. Let's go into these
All
games. Now
right, here we go.
we got obviously we got the two the number one seeds down there. We got the Broncos and Seattle. Um, but let's go for coach's sake. Let's go and touch the Pittsburgh game. All right. We got obviously Pittsburgh and the Texans. Um, what's your guys' predictions? I want to start with coach first, and then we'll go we'll go what clockwise. So go to Bando, Robert, Jimmy,
Yeah, yeah.
South, and then John. I'll go last. I can go last or some shit. Um, but you know, we kind of talked about it a little bit on over there on TikTok earlier today. But I mean, coach, what do you see? I mean, you're a coach. Everybody knows that. What in your opinion? I mean, fandom aside, I mean, we obviously, I mean, you want your team to do good, but what's your honest, analogy of this? Like, what's the keys to the game for you guys? What's your prediction? What's your hot take on this, man?
I mean, I said it earlier. I've said it, I mean, since the since we won the since we beat the Ravens, even before we beat the Ravens, we have to use the Houston Texans. We have to turn the Texans' strength into their weakness. I mean, we got to take advantage. We got to take advantage of their speed and technique rush because they have the speed and technique rush. They don't have a power rush. So we got to take. We got to take it. We got to use that speed and aggression against them, have them over pursue, a lot of misdirection, delayed screens, have them, let them come up field hard, quick slants, stuff like that. We got to turn their strength into their weakness. And as far as our defense, we got to keep the pocket collapsed. We got to collapse the pocket, keep CJ Stroud moving, keep his feet moving. He's not that very good throwing the ball while he's in motion. So, have him scramble. Preferably have him scramble to his so he has to throw the ball cross body. You know what I mean? Which will hopefully turn into a turnover or two, or at least a low completion percentage. So and it's gonna come down to that, and just good coaching in situational football. You have to be able to coach in situational football. If we can't coach in situational football, it's going to be a problem. And then that's it's not much more. There's not much more to say about it. I think the crowd is going to be might is going to cause a problem with communication to his team. It's been said at times like when you go to an away game that the crowd sometimes is so loud you can barely hear in the huddle. So if you can barely hear in the huddle, imagine trying to yell an audible to your receiver and he's 15 yards away from you.
Right.
I think that might cost. I think that might come into our favor. And Houston. It was said to me, C.J. Stroud never lost to a wild card team. You know what I mean? He's only lost to top seeded teams, Division One, one and two seeds, in the division.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing they left out is C.J. Stroud usually wins the South and is usually hosting a playoff game. He's not away. This will be his first away playoff game. So I'm
Oh
interested.
shit.
I'm interested to see how he handles the pressure of an away playoff game in an away playoff game atmosphere.
They played away last year
You mean in
versus
the
Penn
wild card?
State.
He was in the wild card.
Oh, in the
No,
wild card as well.
in the wild card, he always hosts.
Yeah, they always host the
Oh,
wild card.
okay.
His first time not hosting the wild card.
Okay, I get you. I get you. All right, Robert. What's your
Man, honestly, I think it's gonna come down to a defensive game. Um, I think I think the Texans might actually have the edge on this. But then again, like Coach said, if they can't get them audibles right and everything, I'm seeing a 21-24 game. Texans.
Oh, all right. I like it. I like it. Jimmy,
I
Matt
think,
Nagy.
man, I'm not acknowledging that right now. Um, but the Texans defense is terrifying, bro. Like they got all pros on every level of that defense, man. And Broderick Jones is a cone. He's barbecue chicken. Whoever Daniil, Will Anderson, whoever's going up against him, he's getting freaking swung open like a barn door, bro. Uh, Aaron Rodgers is most likely target is going to be the ground this game. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna keep it a bean because he don't want to get hit by those guys. He's a 42-year-old man. LeBron said, "I don't play any back-to-back game is TBD. Well, bro, any hit is TBD on Aaron Rodgers, man. That guy is frail. Keep it that
Mm-hmm.
his little ayahuasca trip ain't gonna help him right now. He's in the playoffs. I just as much as I don't like the Texans, I gotta lean the Texans in this one, just because because the Steelers is offense hasn't been like putting out as much as I thought they would. But their receivers have been hurt. I don't know how healthy they are on the offensive side of the ball, receiving because I know Washington was out, and I know DK's coming back, and I know Colston, what's his name, the wide receiver too was hurt. So I don't know how that's gonna fare for them, but I don't know. I see Houston winning by probably more than a touchdown, 10 points. But I could be wrong. That it's a hard place to play in Pittsburgh, man. And terrible towels will be flying. Coach will be yelling at his TV.
Sounds good. Next.
Um, this game is tough. I think it's gonna come down to on who can have the bigger game, either Nico or DK, and it's gonna be who can make the bigger plays. It's gonna be a defensive battle, and it's just the kid Higgins has been coming on more, and Pittsburgh really don't have that number two receiver. I think it's going to be a really, really close game, probably decided by a field goal. And to be honest with you, I think them giving Nico Collins the week rest is going to be a big help, and I think he's going to be the deciding factor in that game. I really do. I think he's the biggest playmaker on the field, and that's what this game needs is a playmaker. So I see a field goal game either way, but I'm gonna push it a little bit more towards Houston.
All right, before I go, I got a question. Common. He got suspended for this is game two of his 2 game suspension, correct? Debo still
No,
suspended, right?
no, no. He can play. No, DK got suspended for the. He got suspended for
2 games.
yeah, Cleveland and Baltimore.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you did play Cleveland in between. You're right, you're right, you're right. I was just making sure. So I have the Texans in a very close game, but I have it a low scoring game. I have it 17-10. The keys for both teams to win, Steelers need to run the ball. If the Steelers are able to run the ball and stifle it and have a play action game where they can slow down these, like Common said, these fast edges that could get to the quarterback quick, then that's the best bet when they're in play action, they're comfortable. We're running the ball well with Kenny Gainwell, whoever's running the ball. If they're able to do that, I see they were able to win. Offensively, they have to get pressure on CJ Stroud. That offensive line is not good. So defensively, the Steelers have to. That means TJ Watt got to get there. Hayward got to get there. Highsmith, whoever has to get to CJ Stroud. Let him hit the ground at least 2 to 3 times. One thing to pressure him, but get him to the ground at least once or twice so he starts rushing the ball. If there's one thing we all know about CJ Stroud is when he starts to get hit, he starts to rush passes and he's very inaccurate when he's rushing passes. You need to get him. You have to speed him up and make him think that he's playing faster than he's supposed to be playing. Counterpart to the Texans, just get Aaron. You're going to get to Aaron Rodgers. We know you're going to get to Aaron Rodgers. Make sure it counts every time you get to Rodgers. Every time you hit Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if it's a QB hit. Just make sure Aaron Rodgers feels it because, like Jimmy said, he's an older guy. He can't take much of those hits. Offensively, run the ball. The Steelers aren't the best run defense. So just run the ball, get the ball out of CJ Stroud's hands, and you're A-OK. I think it'll be a 17-10 game. I think Woody Marks is going to have a pretty decent game. I see about 20 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown. That's what I see for the Texans. I see the Texans coming out with the W.
I just had one thing to say. You know, everybody has this ideology that they're definitely going to get to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I'm not saying that they won't get to him. However, I must point out that he's in the top 3 of least sack quarterbacks this season. And right now, my offensive line is
It's
playing
top
at a
10 in
top.
efficiency.
Yeah. My offensive line is playing at a top 10 level. And let's not forget, we schemed. Even though I think it cost us one game, but however, we schemed twice against Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns pass rush. And I think out of the 2 games, they got 2 sacks. And their number one pass rusher did not touch Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, I'm not thrilled about my team's performances this year. However, I am going to say they've done a very good job of protecting Aaron Rodgers.
That is very
Also with
true. That is
also
very
with
true.
also with Arthur Smith with the play calling. That's why we do so many quick slants, quick screens, and everything, and wide receiver screens and things like that to get the ball out of his hand faster, so that he does not get touched. So all in all, as a team scheme, they've done very well protecting Aaron Rodgers this year.
That is true. The reason why I think they will get too high though is because of the way if you know the way that they blitz and the fact that they can get pressure from anywhere. They can get pressure from the outside. They can get pressure from the inside. And when they do blitz, they tend to get to the quarterback.
It's
More,
not like one guy that they have that's a threat like in the Browns with Miles Garrett. You know you're double teaming Miles Garrett. If you double team one guy on the Texans, like the other one's gonna get
yeah,
through quite a bit.
you're in trouble. Personally, I'm double. If I have to double and pick a double, I'm going to take my chances doubling Will Anderson and 1-on-one with Daniil Hunter. Yes, Daniil Hunter is fantastic, but Will Anderson can get to the quarterback faster than Daniil Hunter. For
Yeah.
that reason alone, I'm going to double him or chip him. Right. So
Do that, and
that's
then well,
yeah,
that's the thing. And then Al Shire will just come down from the linebacker spot and hit you. He's the one who put
yeah,
Trevor Lawrence out last year.
yeah. They have a plethora of guys who
Well,
could get after the quarterback.
I expect to see a lot of 12-man personnel and a lot of chipping on the edges. I
Me
Yeah,
think
too.
that
that's what y'all ran most anyway.
I
Is the
think
12
that
man.
Frazier and Sala and McCormick, I think his name is. I think they can handle the interior. They've been doing a fairly decent job this year. So, like I say, it's going to be a great hard fought game. We just got to be more physical, and once we get the lead, keep our foot on their neck.
Yeah,
So
that's why I said your running game is going to play a huge factor. Because if you're able to run the ball and this defense now can't play the way they want to, which is aggressively get after the quarterback and pin the ears back, that's what I think. And I think also, whoever, I mean, this is playoffs, so it typically goes this way. One of y'all got to steal a possession. One of these defenses got to steal a possession. Either Texas defense, which we know can steal a possession, or or the Steelers. One of these two teams have to steal possession for the best chance to win.
I think the
I
Steelers need to more.
yes, agree.
Um, um, I personally, when I look at this game, I look at two evenly matched teams. Like maybe not evenly matched, but I mean like identical. Offense kind of sputters here and there. Quarterbacks really can't. They can make pretty much all the throws, but they really don't want to run. um, you got the same thing with like wide receivers. You know, you got a guy that's been off for a little while, both sides. They're finally coming back. That's going to be good for both teams, I think. I think this is more so Pittsburgh style of football, though. I think if Pittsburgh plays more of an AFC North style of ball, right? Prep for it like it's the Ravens, like it's for the you know what I'm saying? Physical, establish the run. Like we were talking about today, Coach. That 3.4 yards per rush. Make it easy. Them third downs, short second downs, make them third downs manageable and easy for Rodgers. You know, um, this is just like how it was with Favre, man. You got the pieces. You got the old man back there. He just needs a little bit of help. With that being said, like on defensive side, man, you guys got to get after the quarterback. You guys gotta, T.J. Watt. I think he's gotta be more flexible. I think he's got to make a big impact. I mean, with flexible, I think he's got to play more than just come off of one side. You know what I mean? That's pretty predictable. If I know you're coming off of one side, I'm just gonna shift focus over there, and we can just remove you from the game. You know, um, Texans though, man, I like their defense. I really like their defense. I think that's obviously the reason that they're here in the playoffs. Obviously they got a pretty weak division. But you know,
It's not true. Not true at all.
I think
There's two playoff
I
teams. There was a fringe third one
That's true.
until
they're but
the
but
NFC
you
South
know
is the worst division in football.
I didn't say they're the worst. I did not say they're the worst. I did not say
You said one of the worst.
one of the
I mean,
worst.
the
Like
NFC East is definitely
you
up there.
got you got you got you got the AFC. Wait a minute, hold on a second. The Texans are in the AFC
South,
South, right? Which has
yes,
who? The Jaguars
playoff
and
team. The
the
Texans playoff team.
Colts. The
Colts were a
Colts.
top 10 team all year until the quarterback got
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah, but that
Then us.
doesn't matter now. It's in the playoffs now, and then lo and behold, Tennessee Titans, the Houston
Hmm.
Oilers. So I mean,
Okay.
like.
You want me to call you the Dallas Texans, buddy?
Hey, that's
Nah, the
fine with me.
Tennessee Matt Nagy's. That's their new name. The Tennessee Matt
You're
Nagy's.
joining. You're joining. I want a handwritten note from you too, John. You
Yeah,
joining in on this
let's
too?
spread this propaganda. Where South gonna go? So
He fell asleep, bro.
yeah.
There's no.
So I dude, with that being said though, I think the Texans pull this out. I think the Texans are gonna um
Nah,
And
the Texans are gonna win this game. That defense is gonna smother. It's gonna smother that offensive line and smother Aaron Rodgers.
That's how I feel too. You want to move on to the next one, bro?
yeah, okay.
You want?
In the next game, we still in the whole AFC first, or we just going back and forth?
But
Hey, it don't matter.
do the
Uh,
However.
Eagles real quick. Do the Eagles
so
real quick though.
so yeah, next is Eagles versus the 49ers.
Yeah,
Yep.
And Rob, you want to start off, or you want me to do it?
you can start off.
All right, so it's Eagles versus 49ers. I have this game being a very competitive, close game. See it like a 24-17 around that range game. And keys for both teams to win, 49ers, just just do what you've been doing. Defensively step up. Not you can't have a game like you had with the Bears. You can't have it be a shootout because the Eagles defense is going to stifle you. You have to shut down their defense and make sure that you get CMC involved, whether that's passing game or running game. CMC has to have a big day, right? CMC has to have a big day. Those are your keys to winning. Eagles, we have to have some form of offense, some form. I don't care if we're passing the ball for 400 yards, running for 200. We need some form of offense. Defensively, we're good. I feel like we're good defensively. We have one of the best young cores in the league. We have an all-pro corner, a great slot corner. Adoree Jackson, even though he's not the best, he's been playing better as of late. Our pass rush is legit, as you've seen since we got Jalen Phillips. The pass rush has been legit. So we just have to get out the Purdy, and make this an ugly game because we only win this season. We've only won ugly games. You make this an ugly, messy football game. That is Philadelphia Eagles football that we have showed all year. Make it ugly, messy, and we come out with the dub.
All right,
Breaking
so
news. Breaking news. Trey Young. The Hawks have traded four-time NBA All-Star Trey Young to the Wizards for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kipster.
Oh, they just shot it. They just sent him to for his career to end. Oh man, that's
Bro, his career was already over.
He wasn't
What are
doing
you
yo,
much.
talking about?
that's like sending a receiver to Oakland. I mean, Las Vegas. That's crazy.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a wild
fuck Trey Young.
comparison.
Yeah, I saw it too. Oh, you just saying that because you're a Knicks.
Nah, fuck Trey Young. All right, fuck Trey Young.
Robert,
hey,
how
but
you see? Robert, how you
hey,
see the
but
game
yeah,
going, man?
like me and John talked about it on the podcast. We both agreed it was going to be like a 24-17 game. And man, like I said earlier today on the TikTok live, the way we lose this game is us beating ourselves with the offense. If we can't get that play calling going right, we're not going to get it. But if we can get the play calling going on offense, I mean, we're playing a beat up 49ers defense. If we can get it going, then we can win the game. Now, the key factors to the game, our offense getting going, is we don't need to force AJ Brown the ball. We need to spread the ball around, spread it around to Smitty. You got Gardner out there. Hell, get Dotson involved. They're mainly going to be on AJ. They're going to be double teaming AJ. So that opens up for the other receivers to get involved. And Saquon needs to be involved in the running game. If we can get Saquon going, well, I think we can pull out the win. Now, for the 49ers, like Josh said, they need to if they can get Christian McCaffrey involved, that will be a big help towards them. And they got to get their defense going. If they can't get their defense going, there's no chance of them winning. I mean, our defense will end up stopping the 49ers offense. And that's guaranteed. But yeah, besides that, I see it a 24-17 game, and hopefully we can get that offense going.
Hey, wasn't that the same score of the Broncos and Eagles game? I'm asking for a
I don't
friend.
want to talk. I don't want to talk about
Asking
that.
for
I'm just asking for a
I,
friend, a
get
couple
the
I don't
friends.
want to talk about
get
that. That's
get the get the diva
And Coach
get the
Gibson and Santana.
get the divas involved. Get
Job.
AJ Brown involved. Get the
No.
diva involved.
Yeah, but okay. Who's next? Next question. Next question.
Honestly, bro, I think as much as I want to petty pick the 49ers just to see y'all rage, I'm not going to do that. I don't. I feel like the Niners offense has been hitting, but that Philly Philly's defense, that's the backbone of their team. You know, whether their offense scores or not, their Brock Purdy's been playing pretty good ball, but it's not like he still throws interceptions here and now. And that Eagles defense is good enough to get a turnover. And I feel like once you control the turnovers, you should be able to win the game. It's very hard to lose a game when you win the turnover battle.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like the 49ers defense is Swiss cheese, bro. They're Robert Sala's doing the best he can with nobody out there. Like even though Patullo is a terrible OC, he can figure out something to go against those guys. Like these are guys off the street. These are guys like practice squad dudes they're going against, man. So get the diva involved, throw him a couple balls, let him know that he's loved, and the Eagles win by out a touchdown, probably.
Yeah, man. I got the Niners in this. I think the Niners, if Robert can point out a tall tale sign of Saquon when it's a pass or a run, I'm pretty sure that coaches that have been doing this their whole life and getting paid millions of dollars just to do this, and players that watch film, can see this as well. When it was pointed out to me, and I know Coach brought it up today, on TikTok and Swagaholics show. Shout out. He pointed that out. And everybody's like, "Oh wow, yeah." Some of them was like, "Oh, I didn't see that." Some of them like, "Yep, right there." You know, Rob knows what he's talking about. He's seen it. Yep, dude. I think I think the 49ers take advantage of it, exploit it, and I think, dude, just like the Chiefs, bro. Fatigue, man. They played a lot of games. They played just what as much or more, or just right underneath it, as much as the Chiefs
Two
have.
games left in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
We played 2 games less.
yeah. Like it happens, man, and you can definitely tell that, like, this team is different than what they were last year, right? They're not the same. Whether or not, I mean, there is different play callers, but that doesn't change a human being, and their demeanor, and there, to be honest, I don't know, man. If Philly is to win this, bro, I say it, Philly has really got to play offensively how they did last year, right? I think Saquon has kind of got to take over the game, and they really got to make a statement that, like, hey, look, we're not, we're a different organization, we're a different friend, we're a different team than all these other Eagle teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the start of a dynasty. We could be. I think this is where, if you guys can do this, this could be a start of something. You know, and this is what Philly needs. Do I think they can do it though? I mean, any given Sunday, but dude, I think Brock Purdy comes in there hot, and I think Christian McCaffrey is the better of the two running backs, and I think he just takes over the game, and I got the Niners.
Side
God,
note:
I
If we
hope
do
not.
lose, side note: If we lose, I think we get blown out. By the way, if we lose, I don't think it's close. If we lose,
Really, really.
Well,
yeah,
see,
That's
That's
crazy.
listen, see,
crazy.
listen. And I'm glad you touched on that, JB. The Eagles aren't playing the same because they are not the same team. It's not the same team. All
Right.
right, they lost coaches, they lost players, whether they were big name stars or just role models. They lost players, which changed the dynamic of the team. So therefore, the team is not going to look the same. You add that up with injuries, And no, they're not the same team at all. So people expect to see the same thing they saw last year, and I don't know why, because that's not the same team. So you shouldn't expect that. But I think they definitely have a chance of beating San Fran. And I think the key to that would be, and I think John touched on it, to put the ball in Brock Purdy's hands. Everybody thinks you have to shut CMC down completely. I don't. I. I. I I'm not buying into that ideology. I think you just have to shut down the run game and just force the ball into Brock Purdy's hands. You can CMC can get receive whatever. You just want that ball to have to go through Brock Purdy. You want Brock Purdy to have to make every decision on where that ball is going. You want
How
to put
good of a
all
game
that
manager
pressure
is he?
on. You want to put all that pressure on Brock Purdy. That's what you want to do. And I think San Fran's key, and I think San Fran key is to take away the outer hash marks or take the outside the hash marks away from Jalen Hurts and stop the run. Jalen Hurts, for some unknown reason, does not like to throw in the middle of the field. I don't know if he's scared to throw interceptions or whatever, but that is not one of his high priority targets in the middle of the field. Force everything inside, make him do something that he's uncomfortable doing, and at the same time, make sure you put the correct spy on him and watch his legs because Jalen Hurts will light you up for 60 yards within the blink of an eye.
Bando, you got any thoughts on the game, brother?
I got the Niners winning this game. I feel
He's a
like
biased
this.
Giants fan.
Oh, now I'm biased. Now this. Reason why I say that, bro. Yeah, our offense is predictable this season, bro. Sorry, that offense, that Eagles offense could get stopped, even if the Niners have third, second string defensive players.
Nah, I
It's
was
gonna, it's
trolling, but
gonna,
you
it's
all
probably,
right.
it's gonna be a close game. I'll probably say it's gonna be 24-21 Niners.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
That's it.
Moving
That's
on.
it. If y'all don't feel me, throw check downs the whole game.
If we throw check downs the whole game, we winning. I don't care.
You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure Jalen Hurts doesn't throw 5 interceptions that a fumble.
Hey. First off, that is the never mind. That is the worst he's ever played in his entire life. That game still haunts me to today.
Two turnovers in one play is
Yo,
crazy.
Yeah, that's
so
diabolical, bro.
Diabolical.
so we got next we got New England and the Chargers. So let me hear it, y'all. Let me hear.
So I think this is a toss up where I can look at this game and I think it could go either way. I have the Chargers, but my mind may change Sunday. The reason why I say that is these teams are evenly matched. The Chargers defense is phenomenal, but their offense is lackluster. And the Patriots have a good defense with lackluster talent surrounding the MVP quarterback Drake May. So just that reason alone, I see this being a good game. I think I see this being a low scoring game. I don't see this game going higher than 24 points. I think whoever wins gets 24, the other one gets like 21. But it's very flip flopping. As either Herbert has to play phenomenal or Drake May out. It's just simple as that. I look at that more as coaching. Vrabel versus Harbaugh. Who out coaches the other? Whoever is the better coach wins. And I think Harbaugh is the better coach. So I'm going Harbaugh.
Jimmy, did you? I'm sorry.
What you say? Did I what?
Huh?
You like far away, brother.
Me or JB?
Jimmy, did you go? Did you make your take on the last game?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
said he
yeah,
got.
yeah.
I think he said he got the Eagles.
I got it. Yeah,
But
I wanted to rage bit, but I didn't.
yeah. Who's next? I gave my take. Who's next?
I'll go. I'll go. Listen. Uh, there are a lot of these Patriots fans. Drake May is the new coming of Brady. Drake May, Drake May, Drake May. Well, I'm starting to believe the hype a little bit. I'm starting to believe the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie to you, man. This team, it's 30%. Hey, they got some Titans players, man. They're the Nashville North. Just
They
saying.
haven't played nobody.
They haven't played yet. But I mean, if you look at the common opponents between the teams that are in the playoffs, they beat them by more than what the Bills have. So I mean, you could say that, but I don't know.
They've only beat two teams over 500.
But listen, Mike Vrabel got that defense rolling. Harold Landry is like he rebuilt that whole team. Drake May with Stephon Diggs, a wash Stephon Diggs, and some role players is putting up great offense. Travion Henderson's going to be a problem. It's his rookie year, but I mean, I would just give him time to develop. But listen, the Chargers offense is up and down. You know, they got Gadsden, they got McConkey, but they got nobody to protect Herbert, man. Herbert's getting hit every single play. If he wasn't built like a tight end, he'd already be broken. He is broken already, but I'm talking about like more broken, like he'd be out. Um, I like Herbert. I think he's doing. I think he's probably easily a top 10 quarterback in the league right now. But I don't know if he is healthy enough with that team going into the playoff. I do think Harbaugh's the better coach, but I think the Patriots are a better team. So I'm gonna pick the Patriots in a close one.
I'm gonna say my take. Honestly, Justin Herbert playoffs. They don't. Those two. They don't. That it don't. It don't correlate. It doesn't correlate. But I don't. I feel like the Patriots gonna get this game just because of Justin Herbert making mistakes. But we'll see. We'll see.
Um,
Coach, coach.
JB, just run yours, bro.
Yeah, we'll just go back to whenever you come back.
all right. Um, dude, what's really got me with this is the injury to Herbert, right? My bad. I heard something. I got it's the injury to Herbert, right? And the injuries that um consistently happen with these Chargers. I said at the beginning of the year when we were talking to Jake Silva about this, and I said, you know, your team might be hot right now. I said this to a couple other Chargers fans, and a lot of them, I got a lot of hate for it and backlash. But I said, man, you guys can't stay healthy ever.
They can't. Not even that offensive line can stay healthy.
No,
That's their big problem this year is their line.
and yeah, they keep getting hurt. So the thing is if you guys can stay healthy, yeah, I'll believe it. Oh shoot, I got kittens. That's great. Um, I just found some kittens. Oh, that's awesome.
Brother.
Anyways, um, but like you said, you know, Harbaugh, you know, obviously, dude, his second year in the league, everywhere he's going, he's taking the team to the playoffs, right? He did it with the 49ers, he did it with Chargers, and he did it with what do you call it? Michigan, right? Turning Michigan around. Um, he's a successful coach wherever he goes. It doesn't really matter. He was successful at Stanford as well. The dude's just good coach. Um, can't stand him because he's in my division. Um, but, dude, on the other hand, man, you got New England, who, like you said, Jimmy, I'm starting to buy into this Drake May stuff, man. I'm kind of disgusted about it because I've heard the rumors that they're talking about that 23 years ago, supposedly Tom Brady uh, had a child. Oh,
Okay.
listen,
Brother.
listen. supposedly back then he had a child, right? Or
Yeah,
like some type of
listening to
clone. Like 23 years ago, they cloned him,
uh-huh.
and just
And
so
I have
happens he becomes
2
a
working
patriot,
eyeballs.
right? You know what I mean? I mean, hey,
Yeah.
dude, who knows? And it would just so happen to be like right where he lived and all this. It was
Of
fucking crazy.
course. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Hey, man. Um. Anyways, I just, dude, I think that New England wins at the end of the day. I think that the Chargers is something we can cover from that.
You want to do Rams Panthers?
Yep, yep, yep. Rams
The
Panthers,
the
man.
rematch, the rematch, the rematch.
Yeah, they were just played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and the Panthers with the upset. Crazy.
Yep.
I don't think it goes the same way
So
twice though. I'll be real.
you know.
No, it's hard to beat a team twice in the NFL, brother. And when you got that much skill advantage on that side of the like on that team, it's just a matter of I think this is the Rams year, honestly. As much as I don't like the Rams because they beat us in the Super Bowl a while ago before I was even born, but they still did, and I still get that brought up to me. Um,
The longest yard, boy.
yep, yep. All he had to do was make a move or throw a better pass, but that's neither here nor there. Um, this team
That's
is
funny.
crazy. I know they were. I know everyone's kind of down on him because they've been losing lately, but I think they can figure it out. It's Sean McVay. He has 2 of the best weapons in football beside him with Devontae Adams and Puka. Kyron Williams is no slouch either, and that front seven can get after anybody. So I feel like this is Rams game to lose. To be honest, I think. I mean, the Panthers have been feisty and like scrappy all season, but I just don't know. They got in because they're in the worst division of football, but I don't know. I don't think they can hang with the Rams again.
Yeah. So,
Pardon me, I had a phone call. What game were you
um,
The Rams, the Panthers, but you missed the if you want to do your Patriots
Patriots,
breakdown,
man.
you can do that.
on? Oh well, Patriots and Chargers. That's gonna be a good matchup. I think the Patriots are going to try to attack the are going to try to attack the interior of the offensive line of the Chargers. Try to make Herbert uneasy. Slow down Hampton. He's a solid back, so they're going to try to slow him down. And then you have the Patriots. You can run on the Patriots. You can run on them. So I think that the Chargers need to probably concentrate. Their focus is going to be it's hardball, right? We know it's hardball, so he's going to focus on the run. He's going to try to get that run. He's going to try to open up that pass. Defensively, the Chargers are solid, but I think Drake May's been playing very solid too. It all depends on how comfortable Drake is and how he handles the pressure on how I see that offense, New England's offense producing. I think that's going to be key. How Drake May responds to leveling up in the playoffs. I I think that's what everybody needs to look for. And as far as the Rams and Panthers, I honestly don't think that Matthew Stafford is going to have another game like he had the first time. I think he was responsible for 3 or 4 turnovers. I think he had 3 interceptions and a fumble, or 2 interceptions and a fumble, something like that. I don't see him having another game like that. And even with him playing, even with him having one of the most abysmal games, they still only lost by 3. However, Carolina has been playing solid ball. You know, they've been surprising people. Their defense has been stepping up at time when they need to. Bryce Young's been making plays when he needs to. So that I mean, it's going to be a good game. But I just don't see Matthew Stafford having another game like he had the first time. I just don't see that. So you know, with that, I I would have to go with the Rams with that one.
Yo, Joe.
My fault. I wasn't in my phone. I just got back. What
Mm.
game we talking about?
Rams, Panthers.
Oh, Rams. Oh, I have the Rams blowing them out for the simple fact that I feel like they're going to take that last loss personal, and they're going to blow them out. I think it's going to be. Remember the Bills versus Denver last year? I think it's going to be a game like that.
That's that's. I've heard it. I've heard that. I've heard that. I've heard that.
I could see it happening.
You
It's
know,
very low.
I can't do. I can't do. I can't do. But see, here's the other thing, though, guys. Is even though that I see the great possibility and probably the probability of them beating the Panthers in Carolina. But you guys remember this one thing that had a big factor in that game, right? And it was rain, weather. And it's scheduled to be the exact same type of weather again, game time. I'm gonna go and say the Carolina Panthers win this game. I know it's hard to beat a team not only just once, but twice, you guys. But, you know, dude, the New York Giants, they went through something like this at one point in time. They were a trash team, trash record, 8-8, 9-7, getting into the playoffs. They won the
You're
Super Bowl.
you're
They beat the
comparing
Patriots.
Eli Manning with that crazy defense Giants team to this Panthers team right now.
Look, man, look, look, bro. All I'm saying is anything can happen, and the team was not that offense was not
No, the
good.
offense was, but
Eli
is
Manning
is
was
the Panthers
not
defense
good.
like that Giants defense though?
Look, bro. Here's the
Justin
thing, bro.
Tuck, JPP.
Anything can happen. They're at home.
That's true. That's true.
They really don't got nothing to lose. They're kind of playing. They have the ability to kind of play spoiler. They lost a hard fought game last week against the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Um, it's their type of game. They just played this type of game last. On top of that, they played these type of games, these raining games last week. Now this is the third week. Um, I think they're hungry, and I know the fucking what's his face says that he's gonna be done after this year. Matt Stafford, he's kind of whatever, the possibility, whatever. But dude, like, bro, Travis Kelsey fucking it's probably time this year, bro. It's gonna happen. Every day you wanna fucking win, you're always winning it. And sometimes it's in the road story, bro, and it happens. And man, I like what Rico Dow does, bro. I like him on the ground. I know that his production and everything is kind of reduced. But dude, I just been seeing something about Bryce Young lately that he's the way that he's playing the game when he leaves the pocket is what quarterbacks do to win, bro. Like that are hungry, winning a championship, bro. I've seen it, with fucking Burrow do it against Mahomes. Fucking Jared Allen does it, man. Like he takes off, they take off when they need to. And Jared Allen takes off when he needs to, probably. But Mahomes, you guys, fucking Jalen Hurts done it, man. Last year, I believe he was dipping and dodging quite a bit. You know, so like. Bryce Young can do that, and Bryce Young has been doing that. And I like the fucking vibe that's going over there, man. And I'm going with Carolina. And if I lose, whatever. I ain't like I shit.
You ain't
I
going
ain't
with the
gonna
grain. This
yeah,
is
ain't gonna say
the worst you can do is miss. Is what
yeah,
you saying.
man. Yeah, bro. What I can do is miss and I bro. I said it last year. But this team could do something. And I said last year, give it 2 years, Bryce Young be better than Jalen Hurts. And um, you know, you
Jalen Hurts
know,
what?
yeah, you heard me, and you heard this take fucking last year too. So you know, we'll see what's up. You know, if they're to get fucking, if they're to go against the 49ers, you know what I'm saying? 49ers probably blow them out. I'm probably blow them out. If they go against anything. I think them being at home gives them one of the biggest advantages that they can do. Playing outside, the weather, it says it's not supposed to be all that cold, but you know, man, Stafford's older. He's played indoors his whole career. He's playing, outdoor. You know what I'm saying? There's factors into this. So many guys out there that play fucking indoors the whole career. I mean, there's things to factor into this, and I think that if Carolina applies the pressure and takes advantage of it, yeah, I know Stafford ain't thrown a lot of picks, and you guys don't think that Stafford make the same mistake twice, but hey, dude, lightning strikes twice, and it hits the same rod more than once, and they obviously know where he's at or what to look for. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good choice. And I'm going with Cal.
All right, we got two more games to talk about, then we can do this everyone's Super Bowl picks. Uh, but you want to bounce back to the AFC since we just ran through the NFC? We got one more on each side. We
Yeah,
got
that's
the
fine.
let's do the Jags and the Bills, the Buffalo Bills.
All right.
Joe, you want to start this one? How you see this one going, brother?
I see the Bills winning. It's simply because I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Trevor Lawrence. It's not that I don't think the Giants are the better team because I do. I just think I trust Trevor Lawrence more to give the game away than I do Josh Allen because ultimately I think the Bills can be in the game as long as they don't turn the ball over. As long as they're running the ball effectively like they typically do, they can win this game. So that's what I see.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I think this is the Bills' time. There's no Mahomes, there's no Jackson, there's no Burrow. There's no excuse. This is your AFC, Josh Allen. If you a top five quarterback, man, come on, show it. I think this Jags, it's a good Jags team. I'm not gonna lie, but a lot better than I thought they were going to be. Hand up, I did have them being very bad this year. They surprised me. Liam Cohen definitely turned that offense around and turned that team around in general. But I think when it comes down to playoff experience, I feel like this is it's just a matter of time, man. I mean, uh, the furthest the Jags made it is about the same place as the Bills made it back in the day. But I don't think um, Trevor Lawrence is able. I don't know. I think he fumbles under pressure. I don't know if he's going to get because like when he beat Kansas City, he had those two lucky like broke two tackles, running through two guys, barely staying on his feet to run into the end zone. I don't know if he gets that luck going in. I did see that his boys got him a diamond grill though, so that's kind of cool. Good for him. But think you lose in this game, buddy. No hate, obviously, to my AFC South rival.
That's funny. Um, but
Coach,
I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Um, I think the key to beating the Buffalo Bills is to stopping the run. Um, I think that the Bills are more one dimensional, or can be more one dimensional if they get the run stopped, and Jacksonville's pretty good at that. Um, on top of Jacksonville in the regular season was pretty good at turning or committing
Forcing turnovers.
or forcing turnovers. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
they're
you. Forcing
pretty
turnovers.
good.
Can't finish the ball. start down. Also, they don't have very good wide receivers on that Buffalo. You know, even though Kansas City didn't have the greatest, and I said they had about the same type of, wide receivers that Kansas City had when they back. Right? Um, uh, so it's possible. It's possible. Definitely possible. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence has made mistakes in his past, and he has the ability to make more mistakes. And I get it, with Johnson, I kind of, trust him more to make mistakes than not, But the thing is when you look at how he's been playing with me and Colin, these guys, these guys have to do like something different. And if I'm correct, the Buffalo Bills are very susceptible to uh, rushing quarterbacks. So, like, if you look, these teams are lined up real well, right? Like Buffalo's not really good at stopping the run, good at pass, I believe, which kind of plays there, right? I think Jacksonville on both sides of the ball. Um, I know they're gonna have to be traveling, but if there's a time to make a statement, it's definitely now
No, the
for
Jags
Trevor
host
Lawrence.
them.
Right.
The
I
Jags
know, I
host them.
know. Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about later on. If they win this game, they're gonna have to travel. Um, like
What?
what? They have to play what? Pittsburgh.
No, I think they
So
host because
They are the
they
third seed. They host everybody besides the Patriots and the Broncos.
Patriots and
yeah,
Broncos. Yeah, they would have to go. So that's what I'm saying.
and
So they're gonna take the
both of those
Broncos.
guys are on the other side of the bracket now.
Yeah, but that's still either going up or
So
either
If
way.
the
they
Patriots win, they play the Patriots. They're on the
they
road. They're on the road
Right,
to Boston if the Patriots win.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like
oh they not on
they got
those.
they got cold they got cold
Oh yeah,
weather.
they do go up. Yeah,
If
my
if
fault, my
if
fault.
if the Patriots win, you know what I'm saying? They got cold weather either way. Either way to the Super Bowl. It's not gonna be pleasant. And they are from Jacksonville. Yeah, Florida. We all know that. Warm team. Um, pretty sure Trevor Lawrence has played in warm his whole career too. So yeah, give me Jacksonville. Let's move them. Let's coach. No, let's see.
Coach, coach said no.
All right.
All right, there's one game left. We'll get back to him if he comes back or not. I don't know. But the
Yeah.
NFC North, the North, the
Uh,
Bears, and the Packers, the injured Packers, the very injured Packers, the possibly Malik Willis. Is Jordan out?
They sat
who?
him because there was no point. He had a concussion. They sat him because there was no point. I had playing. They weren't playing for nothing.
So he gonna be playing this game against the Bears.
Yes, he's playing.
Eey. They split during the
Well,
season.
right before we do this, I want to go ahead and just do this real quick because we're about to. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors. We got W.GG. Their W energy drinks. Go to W.GG. You know, order you some energy drink for the pre-workout. Energy drink, whatever you use, they got it. They got the flavors. They got everything you need. Use promo code NAMU, 10% off your order. Use it anytime. It's got that thing. Use it. We also got we're with Walmart.com as well. You guys can go to our shop though at notfood dash shop.forcewell.com. You scroll down, it's got a link to our sponsors where you can use and take advantage of the NFL shop, the MLB shop. We got 49ers, Kansas City, Dallas as well. Um, open goal, uh, many things. Um, but yeah, Jimmy, boom.
Oh, yeah, the Battle of the North. They were 1-1 in the season. Matt LaFleur sputtering a little bit. Ben Johnson's kind of been getting the Bears rolling. They lost their last game. Well, actually, did they? I can't remember. They beat the Lions. They did beat the Lions. They lost to the Lions. I don't know. I can't remember. It's bro. These last couple of days have been blurred, man. Um, but I just think I would normally go with the experienced coach here, but the Bears were my sneaky pick during coming out. I said they were going to get second in the division. They ended up winning the whole thing. And with the matter of injuries on Green Bay's side, I know Jordan Love he might be coming back whether he plays or not. They still have other major injuries on that team. Um, the main problem with the Bears is their linebacker core. They can't stay healthy neither. But the Bears play a brand of football that's pretty prosperous in the playoffs. They have a solid defense with a good run game. And if you have that with a good coach, you're looking pretty solid. So I'm gonna take them in a close one. It's always close when these teams play, but I'm leaning Chicago. Shout out Gumby with the freaking pizza.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
It's
I'm
Marco, right?
gonna. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You go.
Yeah. I'll have the Packers winning solely because I don't see the Bears beating them two times. It's tough to beat the team two times, but I think the Packers more likely to do it than the Bears are to do it. So simply put, I pick the Packers. But I won't be surprised if the Bears win it, honestly. Think it's a very even matchup.
All right, yeah. Dude, I don't see the Packers again. So the injuries, I don't see them overcoming them. I just don't see, without if they had Parsons, dude. You know what I mean? I would probably give them the nod, and maybe if they had another piece or two. Um, but they're just the wide receivers don't scare me, bro. And I think the scariest thing there right now is Josh Jacobs. So that being said, I got the Bears, dude. They just been playing some good ball. They have some things that they need to work on going into this game, though, time management and whatnot. But I think that I think they can definitely do it. Um, I got the Bears for this week.
All right, is Coach here?
I don't think so.
I guess not. All right, you want to run through the Super Bowl picks real quick? Who we got? Who we got? Where we got them? I got the
Philly for
Ram.
obvious reason.
You got who you think Philly plays? Who on the AFC side?
I think Philly. Um, it's a toss up between I got Philly Bills or Philly. Wait, or Philly Broncos. Honestly,
And you think that no matter who it is, y'all win? Well, I guess
yeah,
I can't blame you for not picking your team. That's valid.
yeah. But if it ain't us, it's the Seahawks.
For me, I got the AFC Championship being the Texans, and since there's no Broncos fans here, I can say this without getting harassed. The Bills, and I think the Bills beat the Texans. I think this is Josh Allen's year to make it there,
Ooh,
and I think it's going to be Josh Allen and the Bills versus Matthew Stafford and the Rams. And I think this solidifies Matthew Stafford as a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he takes home his second Super Bowl.
what in the world? You
And
got
the
the
Rams can have
Chargers.
something else. The
That's
Rams can have
crazy.
something else holding over my head, man.
Um, that's crazy. So I, dude, I got man. I want to say I got the Kitty Bull, right?
You got what?
I want to say the Kitty Bull. I want to say the
The
Jaguars, and
Panthers and the
I want to say
Jags.
the Panthers and the Jags. Call it the Kitty litter. and see if dude, that'd be fucking diabolical, dude. I almost, you know what I'm saying? Like they'd be, but to be real though, to be real, hmm, to be real though, I probably see it being like, ah, man, I probably see it being the Rams versus, mm, dude. Oh, man. Actually, I I I almost think it's gonna be the two number ones in the Super Bowl.
Broncos Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't want it to be, but um, I think Denver. I think Sean Payton opens up the offense for Denver, um, and we see a different side of the Broncos, and they start showing about them clicking. Because we know what they can do in defense. The Seahawks, they might have a little bit of trouble with Sam Bradford. Is my only concern. Um,
You Sam Darnold
yeah,
versus
Sam
Sam,
Darnold.
bro. You
I do the
into
same thing
the
as
my God.
me and fucking Southgate. But you know what I mean. Like that's just what, bro. I could see the Seahawks making it for real. I think they got the defense. It's just really could their offense execute. I don't know. I would honestly like to. What I would like to see though, other than the Kitty Bowl, I would like to see the and Bears and the Bills, or yeah, the Bears and the Bills, or the Bears and the Patriots. I just
The
don't
two
want to.
second year quarterbacks, Bears and Patriots.
Yeah, yeah, I'd like that. That'd be cool. 2 second year quarterbacks. You've never had though
Two new
one.
coaches at their new team.
Yeah,
Double
see, but that's the
storyline.
thing though is that's the thing though is there's never been a first year coach to go to the Super Bowl
No, that's not true. The Raiders guy
or
did it
to win a Super Bowl.
to win a cup. Yeah, Bill
Yeah, to
Callahan
win
made
a
it there,
Super Bowl.
lost.
Yeah, to win one. There's never been one there to win one. So I seen a thing the other night. So like this guy was eliminating, doing his process of it, and he had like I think it came down to so that eliminates what Seattle and
Seattle, the Patriots, and the
Panthers,
Bears.
Seattle Patriots, the
No,
Panthers. No, not the Panthers.
no, the Panthers is
Yeah,
the
you're right.
second
You're
year.
right.
That's the
You're right.
second
You're
year.
right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. So then, and the Jaguars.
Oh yeah, I forgot Liam Cohen there
Yeah,
first year
and then
too.
Jaguars. So I eliminated them. Then they had, I forgot what the other reason was, and it eliminated um, Chargers and the Chargers, the Texans, the Texans, the Packers,
So this ain't their
and the
formula. This is yours
Rams.
formula, brother.
No, this was theirs, but it ended up coming down to like being like the Broncos and the Eagles, and the Broncos winning. I fucking hate,
I
fucking
don't
hate.
think that. I don't think the Broncos can. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Broncos. I'm gonna have to see the Broncos in the Super Bowl to be sold on the Broncos. And even then, I
Why
might
aren't
still
you
pick
sold on the
against them.
Broncos? Why aren't you sold on the Broncos?
They have no offensive weapons, bro. I don't believe like RJ Harvey's good. He's all right. You know, there's better running backs out there. Uh, Cortland Sutton has become better. He's definitely uh, made a name for himself for sure. But I don't know if there's how many teams is he a one on? It's very
Mm,
like if Bo Nix had a true just another weapon, just one more weapon, I could believe it. But every time, bro, I just maybe it's just because I'm a college football head and I see. Bo Nix, and I just all I see him in is that Auburn. I don't care that he went to Oregon. He was an Auburn quarterback, and they changed his name from Bo Nix to Bo Picks.
Hmm.
And I know he's developed and he's gotten a lot better, but sometimes he just makes boneheaded decisions. Sometimes he airmails it, and I don't know if he's going to be how long that's going to fly in the playoffs. I mean, they definitely have a chance to make it, as that defense is one of one. Like, it's probably like a probably top three. And people can go argue back and forth at who the top three are. And to me, it's Houston, Seattle, Denver. You can flip flop that any way you want it. Who's up there? Eagles are up there for sure. Probably four. Rams five. It's probably my top five defenses left in the playoffs. But still, I don't know. I'm just not sold on. And everyone's. It's not me being a Bo Nix hater. He needs one. He needs another weapon, man. They drafted that Pat Bryant dude. He ain't done much.
Right? No, not at all. Yeah, not at all. Southgate's been talking about it. Yeah, I. So what do we got going with the UFC? There's supposed to be some fights coming up this
Yeah,
month, couple
great.
weeks.
Yeah, the 24th and the 31st, back to back weekends. Um, we going first to Vegas and then to Australia down under. Um,
Mm,
both of them are number cards. I don't think they've done a back to back number card in a very, very, very long time. They want to open up the Paramount era fast. Fire fights on all like for the first card, like even the prelims are loaded. Some key matchups: Patty and Justin Gaethje, Patty Pimblett and Justin Gaethje fighting for the interim um, uh, light heavyweight championship, while Ilya Taporia is having marital issues. Um, but as long as he's out, that's the real number. That's the real lightweight championship until he comes back. I probably expect him to be back on the White House card facing the winner of this fight. He should be done with his legal battle by then. That's coming out in June. Another good fight. The female goat, or one of the female goats of UFC, is coming back. Nunes versus Harrison. Um, Really good fight. Harrison, judo base, really good grappler. Hands are kind of and Amanda, one of the goats of the sport, good on all fronts. I think that's gonna be a firefight. If Amanda still has the power that she has back in the day, man, and it stays standing, I think Harrison goes night night. Um, Another couple key fights. Sean O'Malley's back on the card for the first time where he's not a main or co-main. He's the featured fight in a 3-round fight against Song Yudong. It's going to be a firefight. Both talented strikers. Um, Gene Silva for some reason is getting a ranked fight after getting knocked out. Not sure on that one, but that's the 324 main card. Then 325 is we got Volk versus Lopez too down in Australia. That should be fun. Oh, I forgot. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. Someone's getting knocked out there. The big heavyweights throwing hands. That's gonna be fire too. Um, but who else is on that 325 card, Joe? I can't think off the top of my head. Uh, I'm trying to think.
I can't think. I'm gonna look it up right now. 225. I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's who's I know it Physio fights. It's Benoit versus who they making? It's Fiziev and Rufy and Benoit versus Hooker. That's what it is. Benoit versus Hooker. That's gonna be fire.
Oh, Whitaker versus Romero. Wait, no,
No,
this
325,
is old.
325. Yeah,
Yeah, you
325.
had said two. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, my fault. Yeah. That's what it is though. It's Volk
The
versus
Dan Hooker
Lopez.
versus Denise, whatever, right?
Yeah, Benoit. Yeah. That's gonna
Uh,
be a good fight. Two ranked.
Volk versus Lopez, two. Ty Tuivasa fights.
Yeah, he's making.
Tallison.
Yeah, he's making his return.
Return, yeah.
Ty been out for a while. That man blew up like a balloon, bro. It was like 320 pounds, and he's cutting all the way back down to 260. It's
Why is
crazy
he cutting to 260?
because that's the heavyweight cutoff is 260, 265.
Uh,
But
So
yeah, some
we,
firefights.
it sounds like it. We will be
showing this. What's up, dude? We will be showing this, streaming the fights, um, on TikTok, and I'll be playing,
Oh,
on
word.
one of our Not Move podcasts. What we'll probably also do, Jimmy, if you want to do draw as well, um, uh, and we can do like a watch party, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like the way one of the ways I've been doing them, or what I'm gonna start doing them with the Friday night SmackDown and Monday Night Raws, with Robert and really whoever wants to join it. If they want to do the watch parties, I'll probably be there too. But we're doing them through StreamYard, so we'll just jump up here into the StreamYard and broadcast it out to TikTok that way, and kind of we can show it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. That's
And
cool.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like we can, you guys can make your predictions and stuff. You'll have to. We won't be able to. The interaction will be a little bit different. If I'm up in there, I can run the interaction and whatnot. But otherwise, you'll need two devices, or just to go back to what you call it, but TikTok and look at the video feed. But yeah, we're gonna be doing watch like hosting them and stuff. I've been playing some older wrestling on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you're a UFC fan, man, now's the time, bro. It by going to Paramount, it saves you $700. From it used to be $80 a month to watch a fight. Now it's $20 a month. 760 bones is what Dana just did for you. And
oh,
now, if you illegally streaming it, then uh, it's a lot cheaper, less lag. So maybe you get better sites. I don't know. But me and Ja, we said sometime next week I'll get with him and we gotta do a predictions for the year. We kind of missed the award show because I got really ill, lost my voice. I don't know if you could tell in that last video I was in, but I'm back. I'm better. We're gonna be out next week, giving you our predictions for the year, and then the week after that, the predictions for 324, 325. The week after, and just get back on the roll like what we was doing. You know how I be.
yep.
And
Oh
this time I'm
yeah.
gonna take records, bro. I'm keeping up how much we get wrong and right. I'm gonna
Oh,
write this shit down. Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna keep track. This was, the first real season of everything, so everything was really trial and error, and it was really, you know, kind of trying to get everything just going and flowing for everybody. And, if people want to take the initiative, we take the initiative. But dude, everything's been fucking great, man. Um, Realistically, it's fucking. I'm very proud of what Not Moved is right now, where it's at. You know, we just trying to bring you all the uh, we got Gremlin and A Train. They're gonna be doing an HL. um, Gremlin and Bando and Tinez. I think Bag is going to be getting up on there a little bit. They'll be doing NBA, better. She's going to be as soon as the NFL season's over. He's going to be switching on over to NBA. He's all about NBA. That's his thing. NFL is king. He rather watch NFL, but NBA is his favorite to crunch numbers. So if y'all follow Peyton on that, pay attention to his list. I think they're good on the NFL. MLB is even it's tough too. It's um you know, NASCAR be so much too. There's what 42 days, 41 days till Daytona 500. I'm sure we'll be getting something. Uh, NASCAR going. And man, we got a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna try to see if Chief want to do college basketball. A couple, maybe in a little bit.
That'd be fun.
Let the season go a little bit more because December when it starts, you still got football rolling. January, February, January is when it's kind of like, We can do like a February get ready for March type thing.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
that's if you want to do it though.
yeah, that'd be fire. That would be fire. But,
I think Josh's phone died. We've been rolling for a while. That shit eats the
yeah.
battery, man.
Yeah, it does. It does. That is the thing about this. It does eat. I personally, I don't got anything else more to cover, man.
Oh, bro, I
We,
said, let me up my face.
huh?
He said, let me up.
Oh,
He
that
said, I
was
gotta get it.
that was a
Yeah.
hot minute ago.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I just seen
I
that.
can get. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but yeah, dude, I think that we really covered pretty much,
That's what you
all of
wanted
it
to
for
do,
real.
yeah.
Um, it's always great, man. It was great being up here talking football, dude. There's not much of a bad left. I'm gonna miss it. I will say though, ready for next year, ready for the draft.
Ready for the draft. Hey, I can do if you want to do some like some scouting reports. Like I know college ball, we
Yeah,
can do. We can run
yeah,
up some scouts and stuff. Do
yeah,
that in like sometime in March too, if you want to do that.
yeah, yeah. Let's hit that up. Let's do that. Let's
All
do
right,
that.
brother.
All
We'll do it
right,
after
y'all.
this. Well,
Yeah, I'm done.
all right. Stay not
All
moved,
right,
people.
y'all. This is not Move Podcast. Stay not move.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.